I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all crazy sports newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
This is the Sport Report.
Saturday, July 13th. 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Our top story was going to come from Wimbledon, but there are some moments that are just bigger than sports. In Los Angeles, it was an emotional night for Tyler Skaggs, the Angels pitcher who passed away suddenly a couple of weeks ago. Last night was the first Angels home game since his passing, and they made it a special one. For the 301st time in Major League Baseball history, for the 11th time in LA Angels history, there was a no-hitter. This was the 13th combined no-hitter in Major League history. It's also the second longest appearance by a reliever in a game in a no-hitter since Babe Ruth in 1917, when he only lasted one batter before being ejected in that no-hitter. But back to last night. It was Tyler Skaggs' night, in remembrance of Tyler Skaggs, the former pitcher for the LA Angels. And two pitchers of the LA Angels pitching staff, Taylor Cole and Felix Pena, combined to pitch 9 innings of no-hit baseball. It would have been a perfect game had it not been for a walk in the 5th inning. But nonetheless, a historic feat on a night that was very emotional in Major League Baseball, especially for the LA Angels. Mike Trout helped set the tone for the LA Angels. He had 6 RBIs on the night, and the rest of the team came in the clutch. LA Angels 13, Seattle Mariners nothing. After the game, the Angels, who were wearing 45 jerseys in honor of Tyler Skaggs, Skaggs' former number was 45, they put his jersey, and they put all of their jerseys that had the number 45 and Skaggs on the back in his honor. They put him on the mound, and put his picture on his mound as well. A special moment for the LA Angels, and a moment that anybody who witnessed it will never forget. In other sporting news, at Wimbledon, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal went head-to-head. Roger Federer wins in 4 sets, 7-6, 1-6, 6-3, 6-4. Federer is into his 12th Wimbledon final, which is how many finals Rafa's been to at Roland Garros in Paris for the French Open. Federer will play Novak Djokovic on Sunday. In the ladies' final, it'll be 7-seed Romanian former world number 1 Simona Halep and 11-seeded from the United States Serena Williams. That'll begin at 9 a.m. Eastern on ESPN. For tomorrow's episode and Monday's episode as well, we'll have Sport Report tennis correspondent Ben Finlow on to recap the ladies' and the gentlemen's finals. Before we hit the 15-game Major League Baseball slate, we're going to cover Le Tour de France. Giulio Ciccone holds the yellow jersey for the second day in a row. The Italian rider leads Julian Alaphilippe by 6 seconds in the overall standings. Today, though, is not an easy task. From Mâcon to Saint-Étienne, it's a 200-kilometer stage number 8. They will climb over 3,800 meters in this stage alone. That one starts at 6:10 a.m. Eastern. Should take them just under 5 hours to finish into Saint-Étienne. The Cricket World Cup final takes place on Sunday at Lord's in London between the England cricket team and the New Zealand cricket team. We figured we should mention that as one of our sports that we're covering this summer, the Cricket World Cup that was taking place in England over the past month. Now to the 15 games on the Major League Baseball calendar.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone!
And Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight and the Mets win it.
Touch 'em all, Joe.
Home run! Mike Piazza!
Jeter backhands from the outfield grass. Got it! Man, what a play!
Now from Major League Baseball.
There were 15 games on the Major League Baseball calendar. We began with the LA Angels' 13-0 win over the Seattle Mariners. We'll pick it right back up at Fenway Park, where the Boston Red Sox defeated the LA Dodgers 8-1. Edwin Rodriguez gets his 10th win of the season, and the Red Sox are undefeated when he pitches at least 6 innings. Kenta Maeda falls to 7-6 for the Dodgers. This was a rematch of the 2018 World Series. Thankfully, this game went half of the 18 innings that Game 3 went in the World Series. They'll play 2 more games at Fenway Park as part of the 3-game set at Fenway in this series. Chicago Cubs 4, Pittsburgh Pirates 3. Jason Hayward hit a go-ahead single in the 8th inning, and that would prove to be the game-winning run. It was scoreless up until the 7th inning stretch. After that, the Cubs had 3. The Pirates answered with 3 of their own, and then Hayward's go-ahead single gave them the extra run, and that would be all that they needed. Craig Kimbrell gets his 3rd save of the year for the Cubbies. Washington Nationals 4, Philadelphia Phillies 0. Steven Strasburg improves to 11-4 with a 3.46 ERA for the Nationals. Nick Pivetta falls to 4-4 for the Phillies. New York Yankees 4, Toronto Blue Jays 0. Domingo Germán improves to 11-2 for the Yankees, a 3.4 ERA to go along with that record. Aaron Sanchez falls to 3-13 for the Blue Jays. The Yankees plated all 4 of their runs in the 5th inning. Miami Marlins 8, New York Mets 4. The Marlins had back-to-back homers from Curtis Granderson and Garrett Cooper in the bottom half of the 3rd inning to put them up 4-2 to break the deadlock, and they wouldn't look back after that. Tampa Bay Rays 16, Baltimore Orioles 4. The Rays had 7 runs in the 1st inning and 2 more in the 2nd, and for the first time in Tampa Bay Rays history, all 9 of their starting players had at least 1 hit before the end of the 2nd inning. They had 20 hits in total as a team on the night. Minnesota Twins 5, Cleveland Indians 3. Minnesota trailed 3-1 entering the 7th inning, but they put 3 on in the top half of the 7th and an insurance run in the top half of the 8th to win by 2. Texas Rangers 9, Houston Astros 8. Texas hit 5 home runs in this ball game, and they only win by 1, which proves in a Texas-sized battle, it takes a Texas-sized amount of runs to win a game in Texas. In 10 innings, San Francisco Giants 10, Milwaukee Brewers 7. The Giants also clubbed 5 home runs in this game, as both teams combined for 17 runs, just as the All-Texas battle did. San Francisco scored 4 in the top half of the 10th inning. Milwaukee got 1 back in the bottom half of the 10th, but it wouldn't be enough to catch the Giants, who win by 3. Arizona Diamondbacks 4, St. Louis Cardinals 2. Robbie Ray improves to 7-6 on the season for the Diamondbacks. Greg Holland gets his 15th save of the year for Arizona. Kansas City Royals 8, Detroit Tigers 5. Ian Kennedy gets his 12th save of the year for Kansas City. Oakland Athletics 5, Chicago White Sox 1. Mike Fiers, who threw the other no-hitter on the season earlier in the season, is 9-3 for the A's with a 3.61 ERA for Oakland. Liam Hendricks is still in for Blake Trinan, who is still on the injured list. Hendricks has his 6th save of the year for the A's. Atlanta Braves 5, San Diego Padres 3. Dallas Keuchels 3-2 with a 3.09 ERA for the Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr., well, you would think that the home run derby would mess up his swing. It didn't. A 455-foot home run in this ball game proved otherwise. And finally, Colorado Rockies 3, Cincinnati Reds 2. David Dahl and Daniel Murphy homered in the bottom half of the 8th inning to give Colorado the lead and the win in the end. Wade Davis gets his 13th save of the year, and the Rockies bullpen holds it together in the first game of the 2nd half for the Rockies. In case you were wondering, all 30 MLB teams were in action like they usually are. This was the first game for all 30 of them in the 2nd half of the season, as there was a 4-day All-Star break earlier in the week. That's the Sport Report for Saturday, July 13th, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. Do you want to contact Chandler Sports or members of the Sport Report team? Visit sportreportcws.com.
This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Chandler Sports is strictly prohibited.